Arg! Bad Beatrice crowed in a terrifyingly piratey manner. Got you, you scurvy orphan! Now I shall have my revenge on you and this whimpering nitwit of a shivering scaredy-cat sea-dog.
I'm not a scaredy-cat. I'm just deeply concerned about health and safety issues, Captain Tremble protested. Bad Beatrice prodded him in the seat of the trousers with the hedgehog, and he shut up. "Ugh!" squawked Blackbeard from his perch on Bad Beatrice's shoulder. "Down the trousers! Down the trousers!" "Not yet, parrot," Bad Beatrice said. "They might as well dig up the chest first." "But," began Captain Tremble.
Tom was certain that the captain was about to point out to Bad Beatrice that she hadn't done a risk assessment on digging up her chest, and he felt that this was probably not a sensible thing to say to an easily angered pirate armed with a hedgehog and a loaded pistol. Quickly, he interrupted with the only question he could think of.
"How did you find this without your map?" he asked. Bad Beatrice's little piggy eyes narrowed in a little piggy cunning. "You didn't think that was my only pair of sideburns, did you?" she sneered. "Now get digging. And you quivering excuse for a sardine," she added, kicking the captain hard on the bottom so that he lurched forward and fell on his knees. "You can dig with your hands, and I don't care if you get bits of seashell stuck under your fingernails," she added as he opened his mouth to protest. "Just dig!"
They dug. The sun rose higher in the sky. The sand beneath their feet grew warmer. Still, they dug.
Suddenly, Tom's spade struck something hard. He and Camaria looked at each other. "Don't just stand there gawping," snarled Bad Beatrice. "Dig it out!"
They dropped to their knees beside the captain, and the three of them eased the little treasure chest from the hole. "It's not very big, is it?" Tom murmured. "We should still do a risk assessment before we lift it," Captain Tremble fussed. Camaria ignored him. "It is not heavy at all," she said, as she picked it up and tucked it under one arm. "Give it here, girl," Bad Beatrice ordered.
Camaria looked at her thoughtfully. "No," she said. "We have done much digging to earn this treasure, and you are a bad pirate. I will not give it to you."
Bad Beatrice bared her teeth. "Right," she growled. "You're first for the hedgehog down the trousers."
Camaria drew herself up and stared regally at the pirate. "You cannot put a hedgehog down my trousers," she said calmly.
"Oh, yes, I can," said Bad Beatrice, hefting the little spiky beast threateningly.
"No," Camaria told her. "You cannot."
Bad Beatrice raised her weapon and pointed it at the girl. "Mr. Pistol says I can."
"Mr. Pistol is mistaken," Camaria insisted. "You cannot put a hedgehog down my trousers."
"Is that so?" scoffed Bad Beatrice, with the confidence of someone who knows she holds the winning cards. "And give me one good reason why not."
"Because I am not wearing any trousers," Camaria pointed out. She looked down at her ragged dress and shrugged.
"Curses!" Bad Beatrice growled. "But nobody foils Bad Beatrice Beetle so easily. You," she snapped, whirling and bringing the pistol to bear on Tom. "Take off your trousers!"
Tom's jaw dropped. His heart raced, and his face flushed with embarrassment. He was thankful, as he untied the drawstring that held his trousers up, that he had remembered to put on clean underpants that morning.
"Hurry up!" Bad Beatrice snapped. "Get them down and bring them here, boy, and then I'll put Madam inside them, along with Mr. Spiky. She won't be so smart then."
Tom awkwardly lowered his trousers and took them off. Holding the waistband in both hands, he made his reluctant way across the clearing to where Bad Beatrice stood.
"Aha!" Bad Beatrice roared in piratey triumph. "Now I'll show you what happens to people who cross Bad Beatrice Beetle. Give me those trousers, boy."
"Okay," said Tom, and he jumped up and rammed the trousers, waistband first, down over Bad Beatrice's head, trapping Blackbeard in one leg as he pulled the drawstring closed. Bad Beatrice howled in fury and dropped the hedgehog, but before she could move, Tom had knotted the legs of the trousers tightly under her chin. "Run!" he shouted. "But it isn't safe to run over uneven ground," Captain Tremble began. "Never mind that, just run," Tom yelled, as Bad Beatrice swung round, cursing and ah-hahing furiously, her pistol hand thrashing and waving dangerously as she lurched across the clearing towards them. But, the captain spluttered. Tom grabbed one arm. Camaria, still holding the little treasure chest, grabbed the other, and they ran, dragging Captain Tremble between them. "Come back, you scurvy swabs!" Bad Beatrice shrieked through a mouthful of trouser. "Ork!" Blackbird added in a muffled and rather panicky squawk. "Down the trousers! Pieces of 8! Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of ork!" he went on, as Bad Beatrice, staggering wildly across the clearing, tripped over the rock that looked a bit like a bread pudding. She stumbled forwards. Her arms went up in the air as she lost her balance. The pistol went off, shattering a branch just above her and bringing a large coconut crashing down painfully upon her head, and she toppled, collapsing headfirst in the hole with only her legs sticking out. Moments later, a second coconut fell from the tree and whacked her on the bottom.
Then there was silence in the clearing, except for the odd groaning noise of a pirate with a very sore head and the occasional mournful "Ork! Down the trousers!" from Blackbeard. Fleeing, Tom and his companions heard the report of the gun.
"She is shooting at us!" gasped Camaria. "That's not very safe," puffed Captain Tremble. "You don't say," panted Tom sarcastically. Sarcasm does not pant well, and Captain Tremble completely missed the point. "Not very safe at all," he wheezed. "Standing too close to a gun when it goes off can seriously damage your hearing." "Oh yes, of course," Tom panted even more sarcastically. "Poor old Bad Beatrice might accidentally hurt her poor little ears while she's trying to kill us." Captain Tremble stopped dead. "Kill us?" he said, horrified. Then his eyes rolled up into his head, and he fainted. Camaria looked at Tom.
"Perhaps," she said, "you should not have said that." Tom pulled a face. "Maybe," he said, arranging Captain Tremble in a comfy lying-down position and tucking the little treasure chest under his head like a pillow. "But perhaps having the captain out of the way for a few minutes isn't a bad idea. Look," he nodded through the trees. They could see Careful now, anchored in the bay, her gangplank stretching out into the sand, and right beside it lay the deadly Fat. The health and safety pirates had clearly been captured by Bad Beatrice's crew. "What shall we do?" the princess asked. Tom rubbed his chin thoughtfully. "I think," he said, "that we need a clever plan."